Htp family, welcome to the Pro-Black Perspective on KWAZ Radio. Today, I hope you guys can hear me. Actually, I forgot to check that out. Let me just make sure that I could be heard on live. And yes, I can be. Let me make sure. Just gonna double check the audio. Htp. Yes, sir. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're going to be discussing this. Hold on a second. We're going to be discussing Pan-African wisdom by ancient ancestors. Hold on a moment. I think y'all hear that. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so let's do this. So we're going to be doing Sunday African Warship today, and this is just going to go over Pan-African wisdom, ancient ancestors. You already know you can just find this on the Discord or just click the link in the description, and you can get this ebook. It's a handful of proverbs and quotes, and you know you're going to benefit tremendously from this. This is the ancient African wisdom, and it's something that all of us should associate with in order to go through our lives that much better. So of course we start off with Dua Aman, Mimini Ankobia, Tulinde Ma'at, Tulinde Isfet, Mat Keru Tulendele, Ma Keru Tuendele, Dua Aman, Mimini Ankobia, Nitaya Tu, Tuendele Ankobia. Alright? Abibi Fahodie, that's the logo. Let's go. So Pan-African Wisdom is a quote book, blah, blah, right? Pan-African Wisdom books focus on yada, yada, yada. Pan-African Wisdom, yeah, like I said, you could read this, right? Pan-African Wisdom, Ancient Ancestors is a curated list of quotes from Africa's ancient ancestors from across the Pan-African world. The quotes are unattributed, but come from a wellspring of African wisdom. This book is ideal for all ages. You know, I raised the price. You already know I raised the price on this book. Because, again, it was going to make just like 20 cents a sale. So it wasn't even like I was selling it for any money, really. But now it's like if you want to donate to anything, you know, you could do that easily. This would be the way to do it. You know, so that you get something and you can give something to other people. You know, it's like the book is free, like I said, but you can get something and give something, and that's really what we want to be doing as a people at this time. You know, you don't want to just give away money. You want to give money and get something and be able to give more to our people, spread consciousness. I'll be right back. So, I want you to understand, if a crocodile eats their own eggs, what would you... And by the way, anybody, you know, if you want to join the conversation, you know, there's a Discord. The Discord is active. So if you want to join the Discord, if you want to join the conversation, just click on the Discord and you'll be there. Hold on a second. I see somebody say peace. And you'll be there. So let's go right here. If a crocodile eats their own eggs, what would they do to the flesh of a frog? This is really critical for us to understand as a people. That if a crocodile eats their own eggs, right, that they're not going to do much better to the frog. Okay? If you and this is the thing that you have to understand, because I like yesterday. Oh yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I had a conversation with a sister about reparations, right? You have to understand that class inequality, wealth distribution, wealth inequality is symptomatic with the Eurasian superstructure, if you will, right? The Eurasian system has it. Wealth distribution means systematic. There's one white person who's worth $200 billion. Okay, you know the sister was saying she wants to close the wealth gap with $250,000 to certain individuals. $200 billion is the wealth gap between one white man and another white man. All right. So the question is, if they do that to their own, if they have this tremendous wealth gap with their own people, what would they do to your people? Why would they try to equalize the wealth between their people if they're not even equal between your people and their people if they're not even equalizing the wealth between their people? You understand? You have to understand the concept. Even when you talk about police brutality, Even when you talk about police brutality, you have to understand that white people, they brutalize their own. The police are there to control and force their own people to be obedient and docile. So what do you think they're going to do to your people? Why would they start treating your people? Why would they roll the red carpet out for you if they don't roll the red carpet out for their own people, for their own selves? You know, this is fundamental for us, you know, to understand and to think about. You know, let's keep going. All right, so an army without good planning is conquered with one club, and this is something that we have to understand for us as a people. Not only are we not doing good planning, but we are being conquered by one club. And this is the thing too. You'll be conquered with one club, but there's not just one club conquering you. It only takes one club to conquer you. You know, without good planning, where are you going to send your kids for school? Once your kid goes into the school system, what are they being taught? They're being taught what this white boy is teaching white people to be docile, subservient individuals. And then your kids go into that same system. I mean, y'all hear my kid at the back. He's not going through that system. You know, he's not going through that system. But that took good planning on my part. You understand? That took good planning on my part. You have to, and this is about armies too. This isn't about. Although I mean, I'm not gonna front. This kid is kind of annoying, but no disrespect. But this is about good planning, and not being conquered with one club. We're not being conquered at all. You're going to be conquered if you're not planning. And the only question is, what is the institutions that you have as a community to plan out your own liberation? By the way, if you do join the Discord, I'm not 200% sure that the audio is going to pick up. For you, because I'm trying out a new gig, a new rig. You know, hopefully this is better than what I was doing before. But yeah, hold on a second. Let me tell this. Hold on a second. All right. What's the next one? So, if you are part of the battlefield, if your part of the battlefield is covered with thorns, you do not leave your position and go stand where the ground is good. This is really important. You know, we have to understand discipline. We have to understand discipline and the reality of, and see, this is twofold. On the one hand, it means don't abandon your post. But on the other hand, it means that you're supposed to have a post. See, the trouble with us as a people is that a lot of us do not have a post. And if we had a post, who is that post? What is that post? You understand? You don't have a post in the sense of what you're doing is you're kind of standing wherever you want to be. You're standing where you think the ground is good, right? And you're not standing where you're being told to stand. A part of warfare is to have leadership. You understand? If you say nothing else, see what you have to understand about, for instance, let's go about the presidential election. What you have to understand about the presidential election is that it's an election for the commander-in-chief. That means the leader of the military. Without a president, the United States does not have a leader of its military. You understand? So the white man uses a hierarchy. The white man has a hierarchical system, right? Hold on a second. I gotta tell this. All right. So yeah, you have to understand that you don't leave your position to go where the ground is good. So that means that you have to go where you're told, but you have to be told something. Again, if you are about war, if you consider yourself a quote unquote warrior, who what is your role in this war? And then who and what is above you in the hierarchy? Who is above you in the hierarchy? Right? If everybody's below you in the hierarchy, that's fine. So who are the people that are below you in the hierarchy? You understand? Like if you're a soldier, who is your captain? If you're a captain, who is your general? And if you're a general, who is your monarch? That's the question. And if you're a monarch, who are your generals? If you're a general, who are your captains? And if you're a captain, who are your soldiers? If you don't have any of this, you're playing around. You're playing around. This is why you have to organize. There's no, again, you go to this Wazungu. They have the president. Under the president are the generals. Under the generals are the lieutenants and captains. And under the captains then would be the infantry, the soldiers, so on and so forth. Everybody has a role in this, in a real war effort. Everyone has a role in their real war effort. Everyone has a role. And if you don't understand that, then there's a lot that you're misunderstanding about this war against Wazungu. All right? There's a lot you're misunderstanding about this war against Wazungu. Let's go to the next one. For every joy there is a price to be paid. So this is, again, we're going to ancient wisdom. Everything that you enjoy in life comes at a cost. Everything that you get that's good has a negative repercussion. There is a global universal balance in this sense. You know, everything has a price. Everything has a price. Nothing is really free. You know, if you want to live in a home, you have to pay rent, mortgage, so on and so forth. If you want money, you have to work or sell something or do something. You understand? Nothing just comes to you. Or if it does come to you, if you're laying down and somebody just says, "Here's a bunch of money," right? There's another cost there. That person has to expend it. You know? I mean, this doesn't usually happen, but that's what it is. There's a balance. There's you know, it's almost like the physical law of you know, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. You know? Everything is balanced. Energy is conserved. That kind of stuff. But this is more in the realm of cost and benefit. You know? Like everything is balanced. So this is really important to understand. This is really important to understand when we talk about economics and economy. Yeah, I just realized I forgot to give the boy a distraction. Usually give him a distraction, but I don't. I didn't do tonight. All right, people are rich in excuses to safeguard their prejudices, instincts, and opinions. This is another thing that you have to understand. Just going through life and managing the world as you see fit. You know, that people are always going to be rich in the excuses, and are going to be rich in excuses. And safeguard their prejudices, instincts, and opinions. That means that you're never going to be able to like everyone has a justification for what they do. Okay? Everyone has a justification for their opinions. Everyone has a justification for their instincts. Everyone has a justification for their prejudices. And this is something that you're going to have to break through if you're trying to reach and engage people. Everyone has excuses. They are rich in them for everything that they do, whatever it may be. You know, oh, why are you betraying? Why are you working for this white boy? Oh, well, because I need money, and if I don't have any money, I'm gonna. You know, why are you with that woman if you don't like her? Well, if I don't have this woman, what am I gonna do? You know, everybody will justify and rationalize what they're doing and it's for you to understand their excuses and have a counter argument, if you will, or expose their excuses to be not what it is, So you'll see that, for instance, you'll see when I go into these debates and these engagements that I know what excuses people are making, and then I address those excuses, So and this is something that we have to understand, because again, what other people do to us is that they build up these prejudices, they build up these instincts, they build up these opinions, and what that does is it makes it so that we then, fall behind in that regard, and in that respect. If one wants to be friendly with wolves, one must first sharpen one's spear. So this is another thing that I want you to understand. A lot of this is like really critical information. If you're going to be friendly with wolves, then have a weapon with you. Because the reality is this: that if you walk into an arena and you do not wield power, right, that those in that arena can take advantage of you. That you're at the whims of you're at the whims of a wolf when you go into its den unarmed. You're at the whim of the wolf if you go into the den, period, to be honest. But if you have the weaponry, if you have the equipment to resist the wolf's advance, they'll be friends with you. They'll understand. Look, people and animals, everything respects power. Okay? Respects power in the sense of, at the end of the day, and I don't mean respects power in the sense of, oh, power is so good, but as to say that you're not going to do the same thing. I recall this one time, in fact, I was walking into a store, right? I was walking into a store, and there was this brother walking out, right? And he was finna look at me, mean mug and all that shit, right? And then he saw a police officer though. And he was going through his day. Well, matter of fact, I think I was across the street, to be honest. But the man was just walking like he hated the world, like he hated everything around him, right? And he wanted to do violence to anything and anything, right? But then he saw a policeman, and he held the door for the policeman. So this is the same guy who's just looking for a fight, looking for a quarrel, looking for some sort of engagement where he can like hurt somebody, right? Because he knows he can hurt somebody. But then he sees a police officer, and he holds the door and says, "Have a nice day, sir," right? And what it means is, one, what it goes to the office, the overseer, right? He says, "Look, I can be friendly with these black folk because I got a gun. You understand? I got a gun, I got a bulletproof vest, I got organized backup. There are serious repercussions in your community if something comes on to me. People get money. If I'm harmed, people will snitch on you if you harm me. You know what I'm saying? Your people will snitch on me, on you, if you harm me. Because I'm going to offer them quite a bit of money, a pretty penny." You understand? And we go for it. We buy into it. Right? So they understand they could be friendly with you. They can be very friendly with you because they sharpen their spear. And see, so and that's the same way. The guy's gonna slander and disrespect me if he feels like I'm not equipped. He feels like I don't have backup. He feels like I don't have the armaments. He's gonna disrespect me, of course. And he would respect me another day if he saw, oh yeah, you bought it, or oh yeah, you got it. You understand? So this is something that really also another critical one. I actually brought it up today in a conversation with a brother who was talking about, he was using the N-word heavy heart, right? And I said people bring about their own undoing through their tongues, right? What that means, people bring about their own undoing through their tongues, is that every time that not every time, but you have to control how you speak. Because how you speak is going to be how people judge you. what you say is going to be how people judge you. Even what you do is going to be how people judge you. But speech is critical, right? Because it's a communication. It's a communication from one person to the next. You know? So people bring about their own undoing through their tongues. All right? And that's why you have to speak clearly, speak concisely, and speak like an individual, you know, who knows their stuff. The dude today that I was talking about, what he did was, and keep imagine I was just talking to my son, but you know, it's actually pretty good, right? So what he did was, actually I'm about to tell the boy, hey, sit down over there, right? What he did was he was using the N-word heavy, and it's like you're going to disgust people. You're going to disgust people when you use inappropriate language like that. All right? So understand that. You're going to disgust people if you use inappropriate language. So try to use the proper language, or not proper language, but use the language that does not bring about your undoing. And that's really one of the lessons that I think that, you know, you should know. So I guess I'm gonna do this sermon, you know, because ain't nobody in the chat. I'm gonna do the sermon to my son. Oh, not a sermon, but you know, the worship. All right, so look here. Here's another thing, right? So when the governing class isn't chosen for quality, it is chosen for material wealth. This always means decadence, the lowest stage a society can reach. So here's what I want you to understand, right? In ancient Africa, they understood that you can choose like there's a governing class, okay? There's a governing class, and you can choose that governing class for its quality or for its material wealth, right? And the thing the thing the ancestors knew is that if you're choosing them for material wealth, listen to me, if you're choosing them for material wealth, then it's always going to mean decadence. And it's always going to be the lowest stage society can reach. And yet here we are in America, right? Or, well, I'm in America, or even wherever you are in the world, where the governing class is chosen for material wealth. Okay? Where the governing class is chosen for material wealth. So what that tells you is that in the ancient African standard, we would look at this we would look at these Western governments as the lowest of societies, right? Whereas today they're being they're being promoted as the highest. Okay, so most people will say, "Oh, America has the highest sort of thing," but it's in this quote unquote. You want to call it capitalist, you can even call it socialist, whatever you want to call it. When this government, in this governmental order, sit down. In this governmental order, what you see and what you have is the lowest stage a society can reach. Come, sit down in the chair. Sit down. All right. You know, I tell you. A phenomenon always, read this. A phenomenon always arises from the interaction of complementary. If you want something, look for the complement that will elicit it. Set causes Heru redeems Set. So, this is something important, right? Everything in this world, right, arises out of complementarity. Brother said, yeah. Said, have you read How Europe Underdeveloped Africa? Not yet. Not yet. Let me see if I can see this. I was asking if I read, what's this say right here? TPLF stolen $14 billion under the 27-year ruling of Ethiopian Alliance of Democrat Americans. Today, they use the billions to de-establish Ethiopia until they get back in power. Of course. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's the lowest society. And look, this right here, this is what I want to say too. A phenomenon, so this connects with it. A phenomenon arises from complementarity, which means if you want something, look for the complement. Set causes Heru causes Set. The reality is that these people can run us over, right? Because we allow them to drive. Okay? These people are because you have to understand too that these are a handful of individuals who control a greater handful of individuals, right? Sit down. They control a greater number of stop that. Who control a greater number of individuals, right? So what that means is this: that that it takes a network of them working together. They're organized to do what they're doing, and it's up to us to break up that organization by any means necessary. Whether that means giving propaganda, anti-war military propaganda, anti-army propaganda for them, against them, pro-army propaganda for us, whatever it takes, what we have to do, what we have to do is break up their monopoly on violence and overtake their countries. Because if we do not overtake their countries, we are causing. See, Set causes Heru. Heru redeems Set. We are causing it. We are the complement. Our complicity is the complement to their destruction. Or to their oppression of us. You understand? So we have to, again, look, one of the things I'm trying to do, one of the things I'm thinking about, what I'm mulling over, is us organizing real organization, real solutions, so that we can move forward as a people. I'm telling you right now, I want them to join the Discord. Okay? I want people to join the Discord, and let's discuss. What I was thinking about was this calendar, right? And I'm just playing around with this idea, but we need to have our presence felt across Africa and the African world. We need our presence and our influence felt across Africa and across this African world. These letters are so small. Brother, tell us how they keep allowed. Tell us how they keep allowed to this. Word, white people can literally kill us today. We live in their white matrix. Even... I'm actually too far for this. Let me move a little closer. I'm on this other screen. Let's see. Even Beyonce is not Pan-African or pro-black. She used Disney to stream African tribe, not their own title stream service. She seduces African consumer to Disney, Jewish, white race. Hello? Can you hear me now? Oh, sorry about that. Thanks. Good looking out on the sound thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, good looking out on the sound. They do. Yeah, sure. I moved the platform and got a little thing. No, come. So what I was saying about Disney was that Disney is going to be racism and pedophilia, because white people are racist and pedophilia. You know, when we look at the plantation, what else would we call that? If we were going to use the word racism, I don't use that word. But if we're going to use the word racism, we understand that white people have been racist, and that's what the plantations were about, right? And not just that, even if you leave this plantation stuff, right? Even if you leave this plantation stuff, you realize that they also are pedophilia. On these plantations, they used to breed black people, and they used to breed them at the earliest convenience. They didn't wait for the women or the men to go to college and graduate university and they're 20 something and now they settle in their life and now they should have some children for them. No, they waited till they were 12, 13, and they chose and even earlier than that. You understand? And the thing is that they would look at a young black person they would say, oh, you know what, this person's going to be attractive, or this person's attractive when they 5, when they 6, when they 7, right? But they're not ready. But I'm going to wait till they're old enough, till they look old enough, at 11, and then I'll personally take their virginity. So white people have been doing this for centuries, and it's disgusting. Boy, sit down. No! Sit down. Yeah, I usually give the kids some distraction, but I'm not really trying to set it up right now. Here, sit down, right here. No! Sit. No! Right? Okay, so what they would do is they would so even for instance my kid, right? My kid, good looking kid, right? Why people compliment him? Say, hey, that's a beautiful kid. But you know what they would do back in the past? If he's a beautiful kid, they would want him. So he's a sweet little boy right now. They would want him, and they want your children today. They want your children today. You know how many kids in these public schools, the public school system, are being molested? That's why the boy's right here with me right now. Because what they would do is they would molest children even to this day. So it's not about Disney being pedophile. It's about white people being pedophiles. White people being racist. They had you on plantations. They had sex, and they continue to have sexual access to you. And you go along with it. You go along with it. We have to understand that if we're looking to protect our children, again, set the complementary. You have to protect your children. Hold on to your own children. Because they've always been pedophiles. They've always been racist. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. Let's say you are right. We have brought into their life of normal thinking what is normal of them is normal for us. It's not exactly. Don't let our children watch Disney movies. At least sit down your black children and tell them the naked truth about white man married Pocahontas, then raped and killed her whole family from USA. This is it though. We have to understand. Look, I said I had the other one. I had the platform. We have Quelly TV. I told y'all go check out Quelly TV. Stop. Don't even worry. The white man's always going to. The white man is always going to be a pedophile. He's not going to. Why would he not? He doesn't have any. He does not have the same ethical and moral framework as us. Anytime you meet a white person, think that they are a pedophile. Anytime. If they are not a pedophile today, they'll be a pedophile tomorrow. You understand? You can't trust your children around these kind of people. I'm telling you. They do not have the same moral framework that we do. To them, 12 is good. 11 is good. You understand? When you walk past a high school, you say, "Oh, okay, interesting. Those kids are learning." When white people walk by high schools, they say, "Man, she look short. She look good. That girl look good. Oh man, I wonder what she want. I wonder if a guy like me could get a girl like her." I'm telling you the facts. I'm telling you the facts. Let's go on.
Thank you.
So let's go to the next one. What's it say? Bats who think they are birds are in for a great surprise. This is the story of you as quote unquote Africans who believe that who think that you're Europeans. You're in for a good surprise. Not just that, but you don't even know what these Europeans are about. You don't even know what these Europeans are about. Right here, this brother said, "You are right, brother. I'm a victim of white missionary sexual harassment at 7 years old in Eritrea when I called Pentecostal right-wing Republican American." Look, dude, this is all too, I'm sorry to hear this, but this is an all too common phenomenon. You understand? Most people not going to admit it. Okay? Most people are not going to admit it, but yes, the sexual molestation, sexual harassment is all too common. All too common. It's to be expected. If you don't, like I said, bats who think they are birds are in for a great surprise. Here's the trouble. You think that the freaking bats are birds. You the bird. You think the bats are birds. You think that the bats are not attracted to children. That's what you think. You're in for a great surprise. You are in for a great surprise. If you think the bats are birds, you are in for a good surprise.
Yo!
Boy, stop that. Because they are not of your same ethical framework. Again, bats who think they are birds are in for a great surprise. And birds who think that bats are birds are in for a greater surprise.
No.
And that's you.
Wait.
You know, like I said, I apologize to this brother. But this is common. This is common. Annie Palmer, the White Witch of Jamaica, Rose Hall, tells all about how every of these white cave bitch was a pedophile. Exactly. Killing infant slaves. All of them. Well, look, only reason why I don't say all of them. Only reason because I understand they on this platform. I understand they listening, they're going to try to hold that against me. It's going to be libel. But I'm telling you right now, okay? When I was in college, there used to be a white celebrity named Dakota Fanning, right? Dakota Fanning, just a white girl, just a plain old white girl, nothing about her. Just she was considered a good actress. Okay, that's about it. Only thing, white people had countdowns for when she turned 18. They had countdowns for when she turned 18. Same thing with these other white celebrities. What was it called? The Ashley Olsen twins or something like that, right? Two little girls. They started their acting career at like 4 or 5. You know, younger than my boy, right? But they obviously, you know, they had some good acting skills to them, obviously, right? They was counting down for these kids to be 18. And see, if you counting down for somebody to be 18, that means that you are sexually attracted to them from the time that you start the countdown. You're just trying to make it legal. You're just trying to make it legal. Stop. What? You can't keep doing this. Sit down and learn.
No.
See, I'll tell you, man. So you know you're a black kid. No, I'm joking. I'm like, sit down and learn. No. I'm just joking. I shouldn't say that. You know, black people love learning. I don't know why this boy. He like learning. He just don't want me yelling, I guess. All right. I am Habisha, Afro-European. I don't identify as African because I have more humanity towards black lives than Africa, ruling leadership, and notorious human rights. I am attracted to older, rich, white, mature men. All right. Look, I mean, that's possible. You know, I think that's actually really important. You know, you said you're attracted to, you know, I like black men too. I like richer white men, mature men. That's what they want. This is why they abused you. Yeah, I don't understand it either, right? I don't understand this, but I think it's actually imperative that we. I think it's actually imperative that we understand that that's why white people abuse black people, so that they can find them sexually attractive. Notice how you specify rich white men. That's another reason why they destroy your economy, so that you can find them attractive. Again, the white boy, his whole part of his modus operandi is to get sexual access to you. You know, I have this book right here. This book, it's called Pieces of a Puzzle. You know, the things that white people will not tell black folk, right? Or the thing that black women keep secret from white folk, right? And what it does is that it says that a lot of quote unquote white supremacy, if you will, is about having sexual access to black folk. Okay? So you know, a lot of the confusion that you're saying, I am a bishop, you know, it ties back into you being sexually harassed at 7 years old. You know, I'm not a you know, psychologist, psychiatrist, or whatever, right? So I'm not even, you know, it's not my place to say. It's not my place to say. But what I'm saying is that once you articulate that you like older, richer white men, and you said that you were harassed and abused at 7, it's clear. You see? It's clear why and what that's about. Penal code law and anti-gay bills, blah, blah, systematically go after African LGBT, black gay pride. Yeah, because, see, the thing is this, it's a resistance. There's a resistance against this molestation that these white people have been doing to us for centuries. You understand? They've been doing this stuff to us for centuries. You're not the first person to have been sexually abused and sexually molested by white folk. I'm telling you this. On the plantations here in America, in fact, when you were getting checked, when you were incoming into the country, into America, they sodomized you. On the ships that we were traveling on, they were sodomizing us.
The port.
Sorry, I just heard something.
At the ports.
At the ports. Oh, okay. Can y'all hear this, brother? I'm trying a new gig. I'm trying a new rig. Say something again. Let me see if you pick up on the audio.
At the ports.
Yeah. All right. So I hope you guys can hear them. At the ports, they were raping men, and they continue to do this. Let's see. Many foundational Black American gays love white men. I have competition with black fine overseas to competitive. Yeah. Look, I don't really want to discuss too much homosexuality, to be honest. Not right now, at least. But or dissexuality. But the reasoning. You got to go into the reasoning. They are molesting you. They are tricking us. The sex between man and woman is pinnacle, is peak. All right. But what they do, what white folk do, is that they purposely try to confuse black people into making them be sexually engaged. This is written, like I said. You want to go pick up that book, Pieces of a Puzzle, because it's even shown there that part of the reason why they do that cunnilingus stuff. I'm not saying that cunnilingus is bad per se, but part of the reason why they do that is to confuse black women or black people or people in general into the sexual ability of white folk. Because see, the black man, you can't be competed against in regular, coitus. So what the white man does is he does all sorts of other things. Analingus and whipping and all that. All that other stuff. And he does this in order that he's now like the black man is now seen as inadequate when he doesn't do that stuff. You understand? And not just that, but black folk then become more confused because they're saying to themselves, oh, well, all this other stuff can be done by the same gender. You understand? Hey, boy. This guy. Alright, but let's go. Let's keep going. Let me just go to the next one. So it is no use whatever preaching wisdom, you must inject it into the blood. So that's another thing too. Like you see that's the reason why I don't even we shouldn't even go too long on certain subjects. Sometimes there's no use preaching. There's no use preaching wisdom. You have to inject it in people's blood, and that would be institutions. See, white folk don't necessarily preach to you, oh, this is an alternative, form of dissexuality. They don't say that. They say, oh, don't you enjoy this? Don't you like this? When I do all this? You understand? And you're like, yeah, matter of fact. And it's like, oh, but see, that black guy, he didn't do this, did he? No, he didn't do this, matter of fact. You understand? He didn't do this. Let's see, many foundational, I don't know what foundational black American is. What is that? All right. It's not fair for us to ever get... that is black... Uh-huh. Alright, dude, I don't even know who this dude is. Look, dude. Calm down on this LGBT stuff. See, this is another thing we have to understand, too. You gotta understand this about LGBT. There was this conversation. By the way, is this kid too annoying? I can't tell. Is he? Alright. There was a conversation with COINTELPRO. I mean, there's a sister who was in the Panthers, right? And she was trying to find some economic...
they
were trying to find some economic... he's like playing with a puzzle or something. I don't know. But they were trying to find some economic solutions for their neighborhood. And then somebody... Yo, this is a comedian, yo. Alright, so they were trying to find some economic solutions for their problems. And somebody came in and just started talking about, oh, well, we got to accept homosexuality, LGBT, and blah, blah, blah. And then the whole conversation shifted. And they were never able to find those economic solutions because everybody divided and all that stuff. If you, like the trouble is this. You don't want these white people to confuse you into no longer breeding and into pursuing same-sex arrangements and all that kind of stuff, or dissexuality. You do not want people to confuse you into doing that because it's going to take from you, right? But you also don't want to confuse the wider narrative of us going against these enemies. Okay? You don't want to confuse the wider narrative because that narrative needs to be articulated. Right? That narrative needs to be articulated. You know? So it's no use preaching wisdom. You could tell your story to somebody who wants to, like when it's time to tell that story. Okay? Tell that story when it's time to tell that story. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, you know, you're just gonna take up the conversation for something that has nothing to do with anything. If you and another man for some reason want to do that, that's on you guys. That's not my business, in a sense. You know? That's not my business. In the sense of, like, I'm not even talking about that. But again, if you know, you cannot take up the habits of the people who have destroyed you, the people who have assaulted you as a child, because now, if you're taking up their habits, it's telling us we can't bring our children around you. You know, you have to resist and reject them wholly. You understand? If you're pursuing white men, right, that's already a problem. You understand? That's already a problem. Because, see, I'm not pursuing white men for nothing. You understand? If you're telling me, oh, I look for white men, I'm attracted to white men, I'm attracted to riches, I'm attracted to wealth, you're already telling me what I need to know about you. You understand? There are so many things wrong with what you're saying. Okay? There's so many things wrong with what you're saying. Alright, let's go on. People need images, lacking them they invent idols, better than to found the images on reality that leads to the true seeker, to the source. So again, you want to have a... Boy, sit down.
No.
Sit down in the chair.
No.
Kakitaka. Yeah, I know. Y'all see that, right? Alright. He didn't sit down, but still. People need images, lacking them they invent idols. So, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
People need images, lacking them they invent idols. Right? Better than to found the images on realities that seek the true secret to the source. This is about propaganda right here. This is about how the fact that all of us need images. Okay, we need images. This is something that you have to understand. You need images. You need propaganda. So us as a people have to work on this propaganda, and it should be visual. It should be visual, and if we do not have this propaganda, if we lack this propaganda, then what we're going to do is we're going to invent idols. You know, and I think I mean I don't like this conversation. I don't like this nonsense. Cool, you should support us. I want blah blah blah. But white men, because I need my bills paid, right? Yeah. Like this is the I don't know. Probably is a troll. I can't tell, bro. You trolling? It sounds like you're trolling. You think you're a troll? Let me see if I can. Yeah. So I might have to. I don't know, but like, this is the thing though. You have to realize that lacking images, we invent idols, and that keeps us from the source. You know, again, we're not about whatever it is that these people are producing. We're about having our own images, and that image is going to be the black man, the black woman, the black child in a stable community. If you cannot, that's what we have to promote. You know, we're going to see people who do not fall under this paradigm. We're going to see that, but what we need to do is promote this, because if we do not promote this, what we end up with are people who are willing to sell out. look at this right here. The brother's telling us, white men, because I need these bills paid. That means that you will do, and like you have to understand, if you know, one of these quotes.
Yikes.
Yeah, one of these quotes. That day you dusty, ashy, fat Africans will know me. Okay, so so the dude's, you know, he's now cursing at us. But this is the thing that we have to understand as a people, right? That we have people, like I said, people are rich in excuses. I told you that, guys. I told you that earlier, right? Let me just scroll up a little. People are rich in excuses. Let me go back to it. Where is it? Dang, that's pretty high up. You know, I thought this computer would be a lot faster. After what I did. I can't even. But alright, let's just say people are rich in excuses. Huh?
You bought a new PC?
Man, look, man. You know, no comment. You know, I plead the fifth. All right, so, all right. Look, what I'm saying is this, and see, like I said, it's no use preaching wisdom. You have to realize, like, all of this ties in together. All this ties in together. People are going to be rich in excuses. Look, I'll sell out. I'll insult you. I want you guys to accept me, but you a dusty, fake Pan-African. Right? Beyonce tap dance for whites, so will I. Beyonce, you're not better than white. See, I will tap dance for whites. I have an excuse. You see what I'm saying? I have an excuse to tap dance for whites. This is what black people are saying. This is how black people are thinking. You understand? I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. This is how people are engaging when they. It's called, you know, cognitive dissonance. It's called whatever you want to call it. But it goes to show you how you have to use the ancient wisdom. You know, already people bring about their undoing through their tongues. You see, either I did my undoing, or this individual did their undoing. Right? They come inside. You think they want peace? They don't want peace. They're saying, "Look, I will sell out. I recognize Beyonce would sell out. I regard Beyonce highly. Beyonce is a traitor to her race. This dude regards traitors to the race highly." You gotta understand this. This is what the white man has done, and the white man started doing it to him when he was only 7 years old. So you hear my boy, he sounds, you know, innocent and pure. 2 years, add 2 years to this kid, that's when this white boy want to touch him. And it affects his life for years. This is why you
long,
come again?
They don't even wait.
They don't wait. You understand? Like this is what white people are doing to us. This is why we have to have the systematic institution building to really protect ourselves, because they are creating monsters. If my kid was in a school, you know, like right now he's not the best at socializing, I guess, I don't know. But if he were in school, he might be pretty good at socializing, right? But he'd also pledge allegiance to the flag. And I mean, you might be like, that's not too much. But already you see what happens when you give your children away to the enemy. Because they will come back and say, "Hey, look, I'm not black. Plus you got that good Habitian hair. I'm not black. I'm Habitian. No, I'm not African. I'm Habitian. I don't like Africans. I like rich white men. I would sell out. Of course I'd sell out. Beyonce sold out, and she got good Habitian hair." This is what happens when you give your people to your enemies. They come back sounding like your enemies.
You basing our actions on Beyonce now? That's wild.
Wild. But this is where we are as a people. So look, this is it ties in. When the axe entered the forest, the tree said, "Look, the handle is one of us." Let me drop the mic. Actually, it's an expensive camera, so I'm not gonna drop it. But but this is what it is. When the axe entered the forest, listen to me. When the axe entered the forest, the tree said, "Look, the handle is one of us." We have to understand that the axe is coming to the forest to decimate it, and we are looking at the body and not the head. We're not listening to what the head is saying. You know, so I mean, I don't even know how to black people, be honest, and I don't even feel like I need to, because, you know, this is productive. right? This is conducive to whatever we're trying to do. But you have to understand that you cannot look like so this person right here, Mateos, Raphael. You gotta look at this person and say, you know what, this person is not one of us. Based off of what their head is saying, this is an axe who says, look, I will sell out to the community. I'm attracted to white people. I will molest your children. I was molested. Why can't I molest a child? That's what they're saying.
Wait, what?
That's what they were saying. They were molested, and now look at all the stuff they're saying.
Let me go check the comments real quick. This is some other ish.
Bruh, it is trendy. Even Kylie Jenner used to get it. Anyways, black I use all black men. Look, Mateos, I don't know what you're saying.
Is this a grown man basing his decisions on Kylie Jenner and Beyonce?
Yeah, exactly. Look,
I see it all now.
Mateos, just try not to use the N-word so much, all right? That's not cool. But look, all I'm saying is this: that this is what it is. The axe enters the forest. You have to be able to understand what you have to be able to discern whether a tree, whether it's an axe or a tree. Okay? You have to be able to discern, and you have to check the head. Look at the head. That's a damn good metaphor, by the way. Alright.
I think that's a Bob Marley and the Wailers song too. Small X.
Small axe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You gonna play it?
Hey, hold up. Give me a minute.
Alright, whatever. Alright, one. I thought you were gonna start singing it. One can't be judge of one's neighbor's intelligence. One's own vital experience is never.
I ain't about to do that on here.
What you say?
I ain't doing that on here.
Oh, really? I don't know. You like doing this silly thing. Alright, look. I'm gonna finish this. Let's say one can't be judge of one's neighbor's intelligence. One's own vital experience is never one's neighbor's. So this is the thing right here. So I'm not gonna hate on this dude. Okay, but stop acting like N. Come on, dude. You are weird. I never said that you making white and me look like pedophiles. Yes. Tone down for the defensive level. Be calm. Okay. So here's the thing right here. I want you to understand that see you can't judge another person's intelligence. So I'm not looking at this dude's intelligence in any way. His experience, his vital experience, was not my own. I didn't go to no white school and get and suffer through molestation for how long? I don't know, brother. I'm sorry that it happened to you. It has impacted your life in a way such that now you feel justified. You feel justified in saying that you will betray your people. And yes, I mean, you did not say you're a pedophile, but look, if you are attracted to the same people who molested you, why would you have something against pedophilia? You understand? I cannot be judge of your. I don't like your experience is yours, and it's a terrible experience, and that's why we have to work against that experience repeating itself. This is why we go against this quote unquote LGBT stuff, because this LGBT stuff is what molested you, and this LGBT stuff is why you're speaking like you are, saying that you would sell out. Cause see, here's the thing with this: you said Beyonce, you said Kylie Jenner. Neither of those are black men. And you're a black man. You're a black man, and you looking up and promoting two white celebrities, and you say that you're not even from America. I've gone to private Catholic school. I'm no black American who went to public school. Exactly. You went to the religious school with the Catholics, where they molest children, and like they popularly do it. I mean, public school system does the same thing. But private Catholic school obviously does it because it happened to you. It happened to Malidoma Somé. Malidoma Somé tells the story of how it went. Not it is Christianity missionary funded by white Christian Americans. Yeah, bro. Alright, yeah, man. Alright, probably gotta be whatever.
Why you switch from man to bro?
You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, man. Do go shoot me someday or some shit. I don't know. It sounds like you hostile. Alright, look. The seed include, and this is something you have to realize. This is something we have to understand about people. Sit down, boy. What's wrong with you? Sit down. Sit down. Okay. I want you to listen to this. The seed includes all the possibilities of the tree. right? The seed will develop these possibilities, however, only if it receives corresponding energies from the sky. Do you hear that? The seed includes all the possibilities of the tree. Look, the ancestors gave us such beautiful wisdom, and like I told you, if you want this book, you could just download it with the link. And if you want to support, if you think, hey bro, you just put together this wonderful book and you're able to have a conversation with it, you know, then just come online. I mean, just come buy it. Just buy it. It's just $10.
Bye bye.
You understand? It's just $10, and you're supporting the cause. You ignore religious institutions. Don't be against white men, but religious institutions. No, white men is the problem, dude. And see, you defending white men. That's the problem. The seed includes all the possibilities of the tree.
My ass off. This is talk about religion, not the white man. What?
Exactly. It's like don't blame the spider, blame the spider web. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying the spider web hurt me, not the spider.
Exactly. The spider web caught me. It's like, come on, it's the spider done laid the trap, kid. All right. The seed includes all the possibilities of the tree. So what that means is that the seed can, like any tree, any seed can become a weak tree or a strong tree. Any tree could be barren or plant. Any seed could be barren or plentiful. I mean, I know that we got a biologist on the line, so he might be like, well, not any seed. There are some seeds. Yeah, okay, bro. Right, but
no, what'd you say? Let's see if I can tear it down.
I said that any seed can include includes the possibilities. I mean, any seed can include all the possibilities of the tree, right? And I know you're gonna say. I said any seed could be, you know, fruitful or barren. But I mean, obviously,
well, not every tree bears fruit.
Exactly. Oh, not just that. Not just that. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. But the point being that, you know, here this boy, this man could have been anything, right? But he received the corresponding energies to be a traitor. You understand? He went to these quote-unquote religious institutions. He went to these white men. That was the corresponding energy for him to now look at Beyonce and Kylie Jenner as images for his black manhood. You understand? My homegirls. Look at that. My homegirls. What the? Like what?
Oh man.
Yo. All right.
They don't know you, man.
Wait, yo. Whose man is this, man? Yo, this is different, man. I usually don't got nobody to do. Yo, what do you? Yeah, this kid just messed up. Just closed my freaking window. Hold on a second. Let me open this window back.
What Gaza had to make sense of this?
Gaza? Oh yeah.
To make sense of this.
He probably talking in a paint can or something.
No more singing.
Looking at some women on Instagram, something like that.
Sure. Oh yeah. Remember that? Oh, I'm not gonna say. But hey. Dude. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, damn. Did I lose all my messages? Oh no, I didn't lose Snapchat. All right. Let's see. Don't be against white men, blah, blah, blah. I guess it's a habitual gene. My homegirls tell me it's because I was the most beautiful Eritrean guy that he chose me as his victim. I guess it's white.
What the hell?
We like white men. We just want to see at the table, sir. We just want to see. We like white men. We just want to see the table. I want a Beyonce concert. I was at. Come on, boy. Yeah, I don't like to, you know, make too much things. All right. You ignore religious institutions. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Look, you were 7 years old, kid. You're the most beautiful Eritrean guy. You were 7 years old. What are you talking about?
What the hell?
Like what? Like yo, the whole you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like you were 7 years old. There's no beautiful 7-year-old. Like that's the your homegirl. Was she a white girl too? Bummer clock, man. See, the white people are confusing you. Go. Hold on a second. I'm gonna set up this kid's computer. So, yeah, alright, so back to reality. Yeah. They call me light skin as child. Okay. You are saying Beyonce too much for your next video for me on YouTube is a Beyonce video. You all saying Beyonce too much. Your up next video for me on YouTube is Beyonce video. Damn, they listening hard. That's why I say you gotta watch yourself. You know, y'all gonna have me saying all sorts. You know, Dang. Okay. Listen, the next video is Beyonce. You remember that? They are not blessed with habitual skin like mine. Okay. I don't know, man.
Blessed with habitual. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, man. Like. Look. It's okay to like yourself, though. You know, it's okay to.
Yeah, but
like yourself.
it's some other shit. What the fuck?
I mean, look, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna be mad at nobody for that. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it, but then again, I'm not habitual. You understand? So I can't, like, if I were habitual, I probably would say I like how habitual look. That makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm not saying that, but like, is he trying to say that they like them because?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's just gay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know what that's about. I mean, you said move on. This guy's a troll. I mean, look, he could be. I mean, I don't think he's a troll. I mean, I think this honestly happened to him. I mean, if it didn't, I think a troll is somebody who this didn't happen to.
Why would a man fuck around talking about he was raped? Who does that shit?
Well, I mean, look, you know, that shit's common. You know, that shit's common. But my thing is this, that, you know, I think a troll is somebody who it didn't happen to, and they're just talking like it did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would someone troll about something like
oh yeah,
man wouldn't spend the time to fake that they were raped. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Trolls are kind of versatile, but yeah, I mean, I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't hold nothing against these trolls, man. Like, trolls, you make it. Like, you heard the guy said I look like I was 40. You know? You're like, this. Here goes this again.
There you go.
But I mean, like, I don't know, maybe it's important. So look, we must learn to increase our own sense of responsibility and the fact that everything we do will have its consequences. You know, everything that we do will have its consequences. So, you know, like I said, I'll probably why would I lie? It's normal in Africa. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty normal in Africa to be molested as a kid, and also to be a freaking traitor. And then also for Habisha to feel pretty negative against black people. I mean, it's a perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect. I mean, the dude just you know, he just did his research. If he a troll, he did his research. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the Catholic Church abusing you is pretty normal. Habisha not liking other black folk is pretty normal. Even women get raped in Eritrea by soldiers. Look, UN reports up, dumbass. Hey, come on. Come on, dude. Don't start disrespecting people, man. Don't start disrespecting people. I mean, yeah, we could disrespect you because you're queer, but no, I'm joking. I'm joking. We ain't disrespecting you. We must learn to increase our sense of responsibility and the fact that everything we do will have its consequences. This is about power. You know, who controls the sense of responsibility and who controls the consequences? You know, that's what power is about. You know, so this is really fundamental and focused. You know, I want to keep going forward. You know, hopefully I can get some lunch later. Leave those who in error who love their errors. This is what it's about. The dude likes his nonsense. He likes his little traitorish stuff, right? White man is best. You are homophobes, right?
Let him be.
Exactly. Let him be. If you like, you love these crackers, then like when they molested you and harmed you as a child, that was a tragedy. When they molest and harm you as an adult, that's on you. You understand? There are people who end up missing. There are people who are abused, hurt, harassed. There's all that kind of stuff. If it's happening to you as an adult because you just can't let go of your error, you cannot say, you know what, I went through some terrible things, but I'm going to exercise that. I'm going to stay straight, get on the now, exactly, dominate my past, get on the path forward. Right? If you cannot do that, that's fine. You ain't coming with me. I don't need that negative energy. So yeah, I mean, if I knew how to block or whatever, I don't know how to do this. Let me see. I think I could just do hide user.
You got no space in the whip, man.
What?
No space in the whip.
Oh dang! I didn't mean to thing. Shoot. Dang, I accidentally.
You're doing it all live.
Dang, I accidentally deleted all his messages. Dang. I didn't know YouTube was like that. It said hide the messages. I thought it was gonna hide all the messages going forward. But it just hid all the messages.
Can't you unhide it? I'm sure you can undo an action.
Yeah, I unhide it, but everything's hidden now. I mean, I can't tell.
Get you.
You see it on YouTube?
Let me log on real quick.
Let me go check. Dang, huh? Yo, now it's gonna look like I was just talking about myself the whole time.
It's a high.
Let me see. I can't tell. Is it all hidden?
I'm checking right now.
Because for me, it looks like everything is hidden. It says message deleted by only to say view deleted message. I don't know.
Nah, I see all that. Well, nah, you a bunch of deleted from Matteo.
Oh,
Raphael.
Oh, so you can still see them though, right?
Yeah, I see. I don't know. I just see a whole bunch of deleted stuff though.
Oh, but it says you could click it and view it, right?
Nah, you delete a bunch of that dude's messages, or he deleted himself.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like I deleted it. All right, whatever. I'll just hide all this stuff then. All right, whatever. Screw it. Let's do it live. All right, he's done. Anyway, but I mean, so now there's no evidence that I was actually having a conversation, but whatever. I mean, I was reading it live, huh? Yeah, I decided to hide. I decided to hide his messages. He's trolling. He's calling me the N-word and all that crap. So it is what it is. But yeah, no. Next time I'll try not to do that because that's kind of lame. But especially if you engage in it. I mean, I'll probably just hide them if they real trolls.
You're an enabler.
I'm an enabler for making them go on. Well, the thing is that's an experience.
It's a boondocks joke.
Oh yeah, that's an experience though. To go through that molestation and then try to be a, then go for it and hate on black folk. That's what they were doing. That's the reason why they put you through that system. They want you to hate on your own people. They want you to be sexually confused. And this is what is happening. This is what black folk look like. Okay, this is what black folk look like in this modern world. So let's go to and this is why you got to go into it. This is the next proverb. It says nobody is born wise. Okay, nobody is born wise. What that means is that a kid can come into this world and they will not necessarily reach that stage of wisdom that you want them to be. Nobody is born wise is the pretext why we go through initiations. Why you don't go to Catholic school, why you don't go to the public school system. Because the public school system and the Catholic school, I mean, if you do go to them, sure, but you have to understand that if you don't go through that initiation, you're not going to have that wisdom. You're not going to have your African cultural framework. And I mean, not to say that you cannot have it, because obviously not everybody, can afford to go through initiation, depending on where you live, obviously. But you have to understand that this doesn't come to you. You would have to do a lot of autodidacticism, self-learning to get wisdom. If you're not going through initiation, you have to, but you're not going to be born with it. Or even if you are born able to listen to the ancestors, you might not necessarily retain that. You know what I'm saying? You might not necessarily retain that moving forward. All right. So cool. Bro is out of the chat. That was my most lively chat yet. All right. Well, except for that last podcast.
Bring that Ados lady back.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yo, I don't know if you. I don't know what the topic should be though. She was actually. She suggested a wild one. I wasn't sure.
She had one volume.
She had one volume. Yeah, that's my sister from another mister, man. She was saying. To check out this topic, man. I was not gonna do this one. Well, I don't think I should. She said it would have to be about why African diaspora don't fight to make change in their country. She's telling y'all to get out. That's funny. Like the whole topic is gonna be get out.
But I thought she wants them to stay.
Huh?
I thought she wants folk to stay in America. I'm lost.
The immigrants? No, she want black immigrants to go back to their own country. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. No, look, man.
Yes.
I think we should get on this. We should go to Africa too. So it's not like I'm gonna disagree with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why.
Yeah, but why does she think that? Okay, let's say black immigrants, and I use quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
They leave. Then what's gonna happen to the black folk that are still in America? What's that gonna do?
Well, here's the thing, man. Black immigrants are like 1% of the population. 1% of the black population.
And I'm saying that then even the immigrants that end up leaving, because then what's gonna happen? It's gonna just get small. So then what? Even less power.
It's like you already got 99%, so it's like, what's the difference? What's the change? It's ridiculous, you know? Like they just focusing on nothing. Anyway, but yeah. So this was yeah. So that's really interesting. A person does not begin to forge a gun when the war has already arrived in the village. So this is something that you have to have, because right now already you know a lot of people are like, oh, America's gonna decline, America's gonna fall down, America's gonna blah blah. You say all that, right? But here's the thing: even if you think that, then you should be preparing for that. You should be preparing for this post-apocalyptic world. You understand? But you're not. Again, are you able to organize the fight? Because like the sister was saying, oh, when after the war, after all this is done, right? These white people are going to run away. First off, they're not going to necessarily run away when they got all this fertile land, right? Exactly. They're not necessarily going to run away when they got all this fertile land. Two, you know, we already saw what happened during Katrina. We saw what happened during Katrina, and who really didn't know what to do, right? During any sort of flood, any sort of storm, it's black folk don't know where to go, needing some leadership, and then they getting killed by these white people because they didn't prepare. You understand? So as soon as something happens, even I know right now. I got a white neighbor. I know as soon as stuff disintegrates, she gonna ring my doorbell and try to shoot my black ass. I already know it. She don't like me, I don't like her. Huh?
You have a word with it, man.
And look, and see, the thing is that if you're surrounded by white folk, you are a dead man. Or you gotta ask them, you know, hand and foot, you know, whatever it's called. You got this kid's calling me. Hey, hold on a second. Let me go be a baba. Yeah, okay, so the boy is pretty good with technology, but he decides to press that one button that stops the keypad from working, and because he presses that keypad button, he's just like, well, what am I supposed to do? But it's like, that's why you don't just press random buttons. But, you know, all I gotta do is press the keypad button, now it works again. He wanted to put on some, like, you know, like he wants to navigate the internet or whatever. Alright, a person does not begin to forge, like, you don't forge a gun until, like you have to understand that these white people are having military drills. White people have food storage. These white people have bunkers. They have this. They have that. You have to do this. You have to organize for your survival if you really believe that war is coming down. Because if you don't organize for your survival, right, then you are going to be on the other end of a gun. Okay? You're going to be on the other end of a gun. If you do not have your guns ready, you will be on the other end. You're going to be on the other end regardless. Matter of fact, no. You might not be on the other end if you have a gun. Okay? But if you don't, you're on the other end. Let's go to the next one. The only thing that is humiliating is helplessness. You have to understand, this is one of the most important concepts you have in the conversation. That is that the only thing that is humiliating is helplessness. Being helpless is the only thing that is humiliating. Okay? Being helpless is the only thing that is humiliating. And this is why we as a people even have this quote-unquote self-hate. It's because we are being helpless. When another people are your leadership, when another people feed you, clothe you, shelter you, teach you, it is humiliating. No one's gonna respect you. You heard the trader. He said, white men, rich white men, because rich white men, and he said because they pay him or whatever. Rich white men can feed. No, rich white men feed, clothe, shelter, teach, or organize a curriculum for black folk. So of course he's gonna look to them and not you. What do you give? How are you doing self-help? This is why, again, like I said, come on the Discord. It's we gotta get serious. We have to get serious. I'm not saying the Discord is all that serious right now. I'm not gonna tell you that. But we need more brothers and sisters who are serious to come together and say, look, let's build an organization. Let's do this once again. Let's build it better this time. Only you had an organization. Let's build it better this time. Because we have to engage in self-help. That's the only time you're going to be respected by anybody. You're not going to respect yourself if you're not helping yourself. The beggar on the street, he's humiliated. What do you think, bro?
About what?
Alright, let's keep going. To teach, one must know the nature.
I'm doing work while I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. What you working on? If you could say.
Program assignment.
Program assignment.
Programming. Algorithm.
Oh, okay. Alright, to teach, one must know the nature of those whom one is teaching. This is why religion is popular, in fact. Let's do that one. Let's look at it this way. This is why religion is popular. Because they know they know you believe in brotherhood and fraternity. They know that you believe in good and bad. Right? They know that you believe in peace on earth. So what they do is they give you these religions, right? That have, fellowship and brotherhood, that have peace, and that have good and evil, the sense of morals and ethics, and then they put in their dumb shit. You understand? But see, they know how to teach you because they know the nature of who they're teaching. They used to sit at your feet. And when they were studying, they were learning stuff. They were learning science, they were learning math, but they were learning about you and your psychology. And they use that against you. Understand? There's this one video on YouTube by this dude. I can't remember his name. I feel like it's Montgomery something. I don't know. But he was like, look, one of the things with religion is that the main thing about religion is that it's supposed to make the white boy seem divine. That's it. Sorry. Somebody scared me. I'm joking. but no, don't do that. All right. Oh shit! There's somebody with a gun outside. Okay, I'm scared. No, I'm joking. I'm not scared. Why would I be scared about that? All right, but anyway, look. I get scared all the time. But anyway, what I was saying was the nature of those whom one is teaching. You have to understand that they take your sense of brotherhood, all that, and then they put inside of that, oh, but white people are divine too. Oh, white people are divine. And you like, oh, you got a bunch of true stuff, you got a bunch of real stuff, maybe that's true too. And that screws you over. You understand? That screws you over. Because even if you remember the comment that I deleted, I guess, right? The guy says, oh, you can't look at white people. That's what they were teaching you all along. They were teaching you to not look at white people. They were teaching you to not look at white people. When it was them all along. You understand? I just saw this video. I want to do a review of this video. It's a computer animation. It's on the Discord, by the way, on the studio, if anybody's interested. But there's a computer animation of this. And a brother from the UK, he set it up. Brother Nat, he listens sometimes. But there's a video of this dude going in government. Like they're going against government. They're saying government is, this, that, so on and so forth. Right? And one of the things about it is that one of the things that they try to point is that government says that you should pay taxes, and if you don't pay taxes, government's going to hurt you, and then the people, the masses are like, yeah, we need government, we need government because, like that's what we need, and it's like, but the whole idea is financed and funded by the government. You understand? And I'm not going to say that you don't need government, because again, like I said, you go to the ancient African wisdom and you see that they had a governing class, right? But so a lot of the white video is that it's just white people, just trying to pretend like they're better than they are. But at the same time, that's what it is. It's always going to be white people just pretending like they're better than they are. The same white people who are molesting black youth all over Africa are convincing these same black youth that they're not the problem. And the black youth grows up and says he loves white people. Effective. Yo, I'm hungry though. Who's this? Somebody selling something else. Oh, this the person made another account. Stop using Habisha's Ethiopian.
That's pretty bitch made.
Hey, look. I guess the like, no disrespect, but I guess the
Go ahead.
yeah, I guess the white man knew what he was doing.
Oh, damn, he went there.
Yo, I have to block this guy again. All right, well, let me read what he says before I block him. Matter of fact, should I keep this guy up? Stop using Habesha, Ethiopians, and Eritrean hashtags. I don't even know what you're talking about. We are not N-words. We descend from the Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. We Semitic Africans, not N-words. So Mercedes says this is a whole set of right-wing YouTubers targeting white boys like Kylie Rittenhouse, culturing them in gun war prepping and all that type of things, unknowingly turning them into irregular forces. Alright. Dusty, digital, Pan-African, nobody want to kill your income too low for whites to care. White is best. We love white Jesus was a white Jew. Dismantle your channel. Okay.
I bet your ancestors proud of you, homie.
Oh, me?
Nah, dude.
You need to respect Jesus. He was white. Okay. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, this I tell you about white people. Yo, my man's committed, though. Like, I thought he stopped listening. My man went on.
All this energy you spending here, you could be spending energy getting some therapy for your ass, nigga.
Yo, get some therapy, my dude.
All this energy you spending.
Yo, man, signed off. Went into another whole account. I don't know if he created a whole ass new account, but he kept listening. I would have stopped listening. That's what I would have done if somebody was playing me like this. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, leave those in error who love their errors. But you see what I'm saying? White Jesus, white Jew. This is the language that they want us to think, that they want us to think that they are divine and that they can reach divinity when they cannot. When white people cannot. But here they were able to trick you, and here you have this black person coming at me. I mean, sure, he called me Dusty, and I mean, he's not the first person to say that, so I'm not even gonna trip over that. Alright. But fighting Pan-Africans like Candace Owens is my inspiration. Yeah, Candace Owens is not a Pan-African, but alright. There's a whole set of right-wingers.
She's actually the opposite.
Exactly. Need to listen to good talking points to fight you Pan-Africans. Gotcha. There's a whole set of right-wing YouTubers targeting. Yeah, white people are going to target young boys, right? Because this is how they become when they're men. You understand? They're going to target boys because this is the kind of men they become, where they are praising white people and fighting black people. You understand? White people who were sexually abused will be look, if this dude right here, Axum, who was formerly Mateos, if he is fighting black folk with such vitriol, if his whole thing is to go and fight Pan-Africans, right? And he's a black person, what do you think he's going to do to a white person who's sexually abused? You said it yourself, Mercedes. The dude, they're culturing them with gun wars, prepping. They know these are going to be good soldiers. They know it. The Greeks knew it. Right? I almost said Sumerians, my bad. The Assyrians knew it. Right? The Assyrians knew it. The Romans knew it. They knew that you dominate these little boys, and these boys want to dominate people they think are weaker. That's why you got to be strong as an African people, because these queer soldiers are coming for you. And look, I'm not. You know what I'm gonna say? They coming for that ass. Watch out! Watch out! It's literal, man. Like, watch out! You better look. You better get your strap. Okay? And cause look, if you don't, shit. You know what I'm saying? At least have your dagger for your own damn neck. African bourgeoisie diaspora is on Team Black Pop Culture America. Don't know what that means. Altruism. I don't know. This guy playing a middle finger at me? I think he is. All right. Altruism is the mark of a superior being. Okay? Altruism is the mark of a superior being. So this is what these white people do. This is how white people get to you too, because they know that you recognize. This is our ancestors saying altruism is the mark of a superior being, right? This is our ancestors. Okay. This is our ancestors saying altruism is the mark of a superior being, right? So what white people do is that they come to you and they give you altruism. This little boy, Axum, right? His parents were tricked, fooled into thinking, oh, if I send my kid to a white school, that he'll become a man. He'll blah blah. And they put him into a school where a white man molested him. And look at this. Did they do anything about it? Ask them, did your parents do anything about these white people molesting you? No. You understand? This is what's going on as a people. This is why we cannot accept these crackers, and we have to look through their trickery. Because here you have this guy who was betrayed by his own family, and now what is he doing? He's coming up against his own race. See, education level is higher, but meanwhile he hates himself. He hates his people. And why would he love his people when they let him into the hands of a white man to molest him? And now look at him. Look at that. I believe the same white Jesus that you were just talking about. You think a white man's going to punish a white man for doing something wrong to you? He was a pastor. You were never betrayed, so your parents never sent you to a white man to get molested. And come out like a dumbass. No disrespect. Come out like a full dumbass. No disrespect. See, that's why I like debating men though, because you call them dumbasses. I wouldn't do that to a woman. I know you say that's weak, but like,
yeah.
Look, I wouldn't, man. I'm not gonna call a woman a dumbass. That's rude, man. The hunter in pursuit of an elephant does not stop to throw stones at birds. See, that's why I don't even waste time. That's why I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna leave these comments up, but I don't want to waste time on this dude because he's just a bird. I'm hunting an elephant. You see?
He's a mosquito, man.
You said what? I just don't like.
He's a mosquito.
He's a mosquito. Exactly. He's not even a bird. Mosquito. Oh my gosh! I like white men. I got an education. I got an education. Because I was born in Europe. I got molested on vacation in Africa. I'm an Afro-European. You are ignorant, sir. I was letting you. I just don't like African immigrants in Europe. I just don't like African immigrants. This guy. I don't like African immigrants in Europe, man. He said, "Don't hunt elephant." Don't hunt elephants. Actually, a good thing to say. But I'm not even against that. But like you don't stop with those stones at birds. You have to understand that this system is it's like the allegory of Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein was the scientist. He created a monster, and what they did was that they killed the monster, but they let Frankenstein go. So Frankenstein, anytime, so then you had a sequel, Frankenstein 2, Frankenstein 3, Frankenstein Return. You have all this because you ain't killed a scientist. You understand? Don't worry about the monster. This monster over here, he's nothing. He's just a victim. I don't like them. I like white men. I support Perita and Kamala Harris. Okay. Anybody said that one. Your story is switching out too much. Can't even think straight. Can't even think straight, pun intended. Yeah, I thought I was born in, okay. Hell no, my parents flee in 1970. Alright, so, this is what I'm saying though. You have to understand that This is the monster. This is what the white boys created. These are the institutions. The Catholic Church is doing this. The guy is a pastor, continues to be a pastor. How many black folk did he molest? That's the question. How many black kids did he molest? How many idiot black kids are walking around saying stupid stuff? You know? And look, bro, I don't really mind if you pro Kamala. I wasn't really against Kamala, to be honest. But I don't know if you knew this channel, but I wasn't even. You know, somebody called me a shill the other day. But anyway, but yeah, look, you cannot like again. That's why I say you gotta focus. I'm not mad at this dude. He's the monster, and of course the monster needs to be taken care of. I get it. You know, you can probably just isolate him. You don't give him any sort of power. You keep him away from kids, obviously, right? But you have to understand who you really need to keep away from kids. Who you really need to disempower are these white folk who will create idiots like this dude. No disrespect, right? So look, look, this is actually important too. Yeah. Let me see. Talk about black men. I want you to stop bashing white men. Talk about black. Are you white? I have it. I don't know. It sounds like he a mulatto. Is you mulatto? Is that what? I think that's what Habisha means, though. I think Habisha. Sometimes some people say Habisha means mulatto. I don't think it means mulatto, but some people say. But it sounds like he's on top of being Habisha. He's European, like he's a mulatto. So it's like he's a mulatto Habisha. It sounds like you're a mulatto Habisha. Let me see. Like one parent Habisha and one a white person. Cause I don't know what Afro-European means. But see, that means that he's just like very like this is a person. I'm Habisha and my dad Habisha. So why are you saying you're European? I don't understand. So why you keep saying you're European? Yeah, dude, you're not European. You're just Habisha. When Whitey points that gun at you, all the Habisha is semi-ish going out the window. Look, this dude, like he's silly. He's silly, but it's fine. You know, a lot of black folk are silly. You know, I'm not going to hold it against black people for being silly. If I thought black people were not, like, if I thought there were no silly black people, I wouldn't have to do a podcast. You know what I mean? You'd already get it. So I'm not really against that. Because LGBT equality is European, I was born here. Yeah. I sound like a child, to be honest. Yeah, how old are you, dude? Yeah, that's another point. Look at that. It's 7 years old, molested. Probably only 13 now. Talking to grown men. And he said he likes older men. This is so disgusting. This is so disgusting. This is disgusting. You have to see what these white people are doing. Because here this guy is, I want you to stop talking about white men. I want you to talk about black men. I want you to talk about black men. Right? This is so disgusting. This is what this white person is doing. And until we, like I said, come organize with us, you know? Look, because it's right here. This is the thing. The person who thinks they are leading and has no one following them is only taking a walk. It doesn't matter what I'm saying if there's nobody behind me. Okay? I'm just taking a walk. What we need to do is we need to be organized so that we can actually impact this world. Right? So that we can actually get these motherfuckers molesting children out of there. We can actually get this thing going. Okay? Because what we have is these individuals, right? Who, like a grown man, or it could be a grown man, who sounds like a child. What's your take on House and embracing their identity here in Trinidad? Whose House? There's a literal movement of
House Negro.
House N. What do you think about House Negroes embracing their identity here in Trinidad? There's a literal movement of House Negroes wanting to identify with an imposed culture of just mindless that were designed by a ruling class. Again, we have to go back. I think we need that movement in Europe, like Trinidad. Okay.
Still talking about Europe? Bro, go on somewhere, man.
Yo, alright. So anyway, yeah, Mercedes. So, House Negroes, yeah, you have to realize the only thing that's humiliating is helplessness. And again, if no one's leading, if you're not in an organization, right, then what are you gonna do? Mercedes, I need you. You should be on this Discord, telling us how we should start organizing, who we should start organizing against, because I believe that we need an organizational presence in every black country. Okay, we need an organizational presence in every black country. All right, and that starts with what we're gonna do, and of course we want to focus on the continent. We want to focus on Africa, but we need to have our legs everywhere. All right. I want to be Meghan Merkel, that royal white bloodline. Gotcha. It's really, really. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, shut the fuck up, man.
Who, me or him?
Nah, dude. You sound like a little bitch.
I'm saying I don't know why I'm in this dude. Yeah, maybe I should block him again. I don't want to. See, the thing is that when you block him, it deletes everything. You know. Oh, here I can put user in timeout. That's good. Oh, dang! It blocked him again. Yo!
Let it be. Nah, it's okay, bro. When people come back and read it, they'll see it, they'll know it's this dumbass anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted people to see the comments, so, you know, alright, whatever. Like, dang, yo, this buttons is crazy, yo. It's like put user in timeout, delete everything. You know? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to delete, like, timeout means no more further messages, not delete everything and message in the past. So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, black people are going to betray black people as
well. He's about to make them count 3.
Yeah, exactly, shit. He's still listening right now. I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you know, black people have to, like, they're going to have these house Negroes because you're not providing for yourselves. If you're not providing for yourselves, you're going to have these sellouts. Listen to what this dude just said. Black folk... I mean, he said, look, white people are going to pay for my bills. Are you paying for the... You have to get into the position. You need to have the organizational capacity to pay for the bills of your own people. Look here. Like for instance, you hear the brother right now, just now. Oh, actually, no. Let's do somebody else. But anybody... Like, white man can get anybody to do something that they don't want to do because he's paying them. Like, you got... Like, most black people say, I don't like working. I don't like going to work. But the white boy is paying you... So you go. You understand? So what we have to understand is the people that we have to organize in such a way that we are the paying class, the employer class. When we are the employer class, then you don't have to worry about no traders. You understand? When we are the employer, and I mean, you still gonna have to worry about traders in a sense because white people are still gonna have a lot of wealth. You understand? You know, Amazon's still gonna have 200 billion. Oh, not well, the CEO of Amazon still gonna have $200 billion. Right? Amazon's gonna have how many billion? Right? You understand? They're still gonna have that money, that resource. But the trouble is that you're not gonna need brothers going there working for $10 or $15 or whatever it is, right? You're not gonna have brothers working there because they could get the same from you, but with dignity. You understand? So you have to elevate. We have to build and organize. If we're not building, if we're not organizing, then of course you're going to have sellouts. Because they need to eat too. They need to eat too. So stop. We can't keep taking a walk. We have to start leading. If the heart rules, conscience will soon take the place of the rod. So I try not. This is really important. This is really the ancient African saying, you know, that like teaching used to, like the epigraph, I think the word is epigraph, or the symbol in the meta nature for teaching is a brother with a whip. You know what I'm saying? Is a brother with a whip. That's a teacher is a man with a whip. That is to say that, you know, I wouldn't do that on camera per se, but sometimes you gotta, you know, and not hard, not harsh, not, you know, not like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you and all that, like, but more like you give them a good proper sting. You know, like, that actually hurt. But anyway, no, I'm joking.
This is
but like, what I'm saying is that you give them a proper sting. Okay? You teach them. You know, and until their heart, and you know, your heart is the seat of your, let's say, the seat of your spirit, if you will. You know, and that's something that's really advanced African spirituality, but we're not too advanced, but you kind of know this. Like, if you do something bad, you do something wrong, this is actually really important. You do something wrong, your heart kind of feels a lot heavier. You know what I'm saying? And if you do something, and if you're doing right, you're doing good, your heart kind of feels lighter. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what the iconography or the story of Ma'at, of your heart being weighed against the feather of Ma'at. You know, your heart is lighter than a feather, or as light as a feather. If you're good, if you're about Ma'at, and it's heavier than a feather. So that's the deep iconography. I know, brother. He's a scientist, but I hope he appreciates that one. But
Sorry.
and the art rules, conscience will soon take the place of the mind. But like the idea is that if you're not living by your good standard, soon you're gonna get the right. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who watch that cartoon, you know that song. You know that song or no?
What song?
Oh, okay, never mind. Dang, is this a 30 count? Matthews McKinnon. Damn!
Well.
Homies,
yo, what the hell is this dude, man?
Yo, I'm too hungry for this.
Nah, he probably is gay because this is real bitch-made behavior.
Yo,
I'm like a real bitch right now, man.
bro came in a third time. Like, dude, you got like what? What don't you understand about? Wow. Okay. Well, I don't have to.
He's a troll, man.
Yeah, I'm
not
not gonna read him. Actually, I'll just block it again though. I'm not even gonna. Yeah. That's lame, dude. I'm sorry, man. That's lame. Anyway.
He don't come back again. This.
Yeah, I'll stop reading the dude. I'll stop reading the dude. So he might be in the comments, but all your comments are deleted, my dude. So it don't even make any sense.
Either a child or just really just a gay dude, just fucked up in the head.
This is why I don't. This is why, like I said, the LGBT stuff. I don't mess with that stuff. I'm telling you, because this kind of stuff that's going on. So much energy for black folk, so little energy for white folk, and they're the ones who victimize them. They're the ones who victimize them, and he's like, no, we shouldn't. He said it out of his mouth. Don't go after these white folk. Come out, go after black folk. Spending his whole day coming after us. Meanwhile, the pastor, he knows. He probably visit him and shake his hand.
The same one that molested him.
Same one.
Hey, yo, what is this?
What, he back again? He back again? Oh, he's talking through? How are you talking through again? Whatever, okay. I just use it. We're just going to hide him whenever he come up. It don't matter. Alright. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, what do you mean? What is this though? So unity is strength, division is weakness. So we have to be about the black unity, because that's going to be the strength, and black division is going to be on the weakness. But you see how the LGBT infiltrate to be about that division, or to be about the unity with the other man, which is going to be that division. I personally do not want to be united with a person who molests the children in our community. You understand? I personally do not want to be united with the people who are teaching the children to look at them as divine. You understand? That's not what I want to do. So you have to be specific with who you're uniting with, and where the divisions are, because it's not really divisive to say, you know what? Oh, I know what happened. I put it on timeout, and that's why he got you. Anyway. But that's why he came back. But that's why the other account came back. But that's what I want us to understand. That you have this division. I mean, you have these people who are trying to divide you, and they're making you weaker. They're making you weaker. They're coming in talking about all these celebrity stuff, these white celebrity stuff. The dudes from Europe, his parents are from East Africa. But he's talking to us about American celebrities. And you believe that's his intrinsic identity? You believe his intrinsic identity is to relate to American celebrities? Come on. American standards, American mores? No, it's called propaganda. And see, the white boy, and it's called, like I said, the seed of the tree. They gave him the energy to be this way. They gave him that molestation, that miseducation, that destruction. And my thing is that I don't like talking about people being molested. That's a trigger warning, matter of fact. Put a trigger warning on this. You know? I don't like to talk about that stuff. But you have to see what the end result of these white people are, and keep your children away from them, because you're going to have this kind of stuff. You have to understand the origin story of these people. They're in the community. You know, I was actually on the Discord, and these dudes was chatting Pan-Africanist. I don't know if this is the same person though. It might be. I can't tell if it's the same person, to be honest. Is it the same person? I don't know. Pan-Africanism is a pipe dream. Stop smoking weed and all that mess. Pan-Africanists love to use the pronoun we whenever they talk about their ideology. Okay. Okay.
Do you understand what pan means?
Yeah. Pan means exactly. Pan means all, like I don't understand. Like what? All right. Anyway, so yeah, unity is strength. You got to be about unity.
And that dude that was in that comment calling you old as fuck.
You think that's him?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, you numbers, right? That's numbers. Nah, that guy had like a stupid ass.
Not numbers.
Somebody else.
On your YouTube, nearly full of joint.
Somebody was calling me old.
Yeah, he said a dude called you 40 or something like that.
No, that was numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember numbers was trying going on me? He was all saying all this dumb stuff, and I was just like, yeah, I ain't 40, my dude. I mean, I don't look no 40. Ascribing a 20th, 19th century, 21st century, that's stupid, dude. That's just dumb. How old is capitalism? How old is slavery?
You can apply that to anything.
Exactly. How old is communism?
Even mathematics. You know,
exactly. How old is mathematics? Like, come on, dude. That's stupid, man. Like, that's stupid. That's just dumb, immature.
What do you suggest, sir?
Exactly. He suggests we 21st centuryism. Like get out of here, man. All right. Like how old is industrialism? How like this is so dumb. It's not even like it's almost childish. I feel like it's the same person. That's why I'm being so rude. If it's not the same person,
no, I don't think so.
Oh, it's not? Dang. What the freak, dude? Like
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. He is really black. He named himself after Aksumite Empire. I don't know who that is. Oh, Axum. Oh, this person, Axum. Yeah. Pan-Africanism is a field ideology. Okay. Well, look, if you want to come on the podcast and talk about it, we can. You know what I mean? We could do a prove me wrong. All right. So readiness has no fears. Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, that ties in. Readiness has no fears. I'm not afraid of nothing because I'm ready. You understand? If you want to have an impromptu debate, let's do it. Let's do it. And the thing is, let's just do it. All right. Readiness has no fears. That's something that you have to understand as a people. That when you're ready, that's when you're fearless. When you're fearful when you aren't ready. You're scared because you are not ready. Okay? You're not ready to resist whatever it is the white boy has. That means that's why you fear. That's why you're scared. That's why you're afraid. Let's go to the next one. Peace is the fruit of activity, not of sleep. You don't get peace by sleeping. You don't get peace by doing nothing. You get peace by being active and engaging in activities. We're gonna go a little faster, but you have to understand these concepts. Know that peace is indispensable condition for getting knowledge. You see, this is the trouble right here. The dude before, he was going through all these kind of things, right? He was going through he never got the peace to get the knowledge. Imagine you 7 years old, you're a little kid, you're a little baby, you're a little toddler, and then the white man's telling you to do all sorts of stuff to him, or you doing all sorts of stuff to you. Like, you understand how traumatic that is. By the way, all you people here, even you, Oxum, with your 20 damn accounts, drop a like. Drop a like. Let people hear you. Let people hear your story. But like here's the thing, is that you have to have peace in order to get knowledge. You have to have peace in order to get knowledge. And a lot of you are living in times, not just war, but like of restlessness, of no peace. That's why you have this ignorance. Let's see what Mercedes says though. He is really black. Oh yeah, Pan-African is a field ideology. That's a nice idea. He has a identity. It's a new slave caste, last man identity. A mindless drone addicted to hedonism, ready to take orders from their masters. No, I guess you're talking about the homosexuals or the LGBT. I feel you on that. All of those ideologies work. The Pan-Africanism was rejected and still being rejected by the masses of black people. Okay, dude. If you say so, man. Like, again, the measure. I don't even know why I would have to defend Pan-Africanism. I don't have a reason to do that. Let's go. Routine and prejudice distort vision. Okay. One thinks one's own horizon is the limit of the world, and that's really what it is right here. Like when we talk about this dude cursing against Pan-Africanism, we have to realize that they have routine and prejudice that distort their vision, and they think that their horizon is the limit of the world. There are things beyond your horizon. Pan-Africanism is uniting our people. Pan-Africanism promoted and created all of these African nations that you see. And during their independence, they were doing much better than they were doing today, right? World Bank and IMF interrupted that, but that's part of going against Pan-Africanism. That's part of trusting white people, believing in the white global economy, but instead of believing in yourself and your African people. So no, you have to expand. Understand that you have a horizon, and you have to look beyond that. Okay? If you have a real question, present your question. But if you don't, it's your own routine and prejudice distorting your vision. Don't got time for that nonsense. I just had to deal with some little punk so long ago. Don't got to deal with your nonsense. All right? I mean, if you're not the same punk, that's fine. If you're not the same punk, that's fine. But it sounds like you're the same punk. Look out for self. What are you talking about? Look out for self. Forget this response to Pan-Africanism. Even Garvey recognized that he failed. Yeah, Garvey did not fail when he created when most of these African nations understand and attribute their success to Garveyism. It's ridiculous and remarkable that you even say that. But let's go back. Organization is impossible unless those who know the laws of harmony lay the foundation. The laws of harmony is the most important thing you can know in order to organize for your people. And this is something that Garvey understood, but this is also something that you must come to understand, that there is laws in this world. And you have to, and organizing is a possibility only when you understand these laws. And I think this might be the I don't know what the half point is for this book. I can't remember. Oh wait, I think it was how many are there? I feel like I'll probably stop at 37 maybe. Alright, so is the passive resistance from the helm that steers the boat. This one's really complicated, and I want you to think about it on your own. I mean, I know what it means, but I want you to think about it on your own. It is the passive resistance from the helm that steers the boat. So afterward, I want you guys to leave a comment and tell me what you think that means. But this one's actually a really intelligent, really complicated proverb, and it's something that you should study on your own. Let's see. Social good is what brings peace to family and society. These white people are not a part of your social good because they're not bringing peace to your family and society. They're doing this. They're creating monsters. They're creating animals. And you have these people. I've actually been to Africa and seen what happened. Okay, so this is probably not the same person. Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people. And in the basket case, the winner should be the Mecca of the black world. Yeah, okay.
Whoa. We talking Nigeria for now.
Always, man. You gotta go against Nigeria. It ain't a forum if we're not talking about Nigeria. Yo, alright. Yeah, Nigeria. Alright, social good is what brings peace to family and society. So, you kind of already understand that. You already get that. Oh, shoot. Did I just unplug stuff? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Alright. Just unplug this thing by mistake. Let me just plug this back in. Alright, so you have to understand that black people what's socially good is what brings peace in family and society. They're not getting that peace until you get that good stuff. So I'm just gonna run by it though, because again, you're gonna look at this right here. This one's good. Carry a weapon always. One day it will be useful to you. Okay? Carry a weapon always. One day it will be useful to you. It's not going to be useful. It might not be useful to you today. Okay? It might not be useful to you tomorrow. But it's going to be useful to you someday. White people say it's better to have and not... No, better to need and not have. No, better to have and not need than to need and not have. Okay? Better to have and not need. That's white people, though. That's why I don't like quoting it. But another person I used to look into, like my brothers were into that, anime, Japanese shit, whatever, right? So they were talking about this guy named Musashi, right? I know, as a matter of fact, I think it was a video game I played, Musashi, right? They were saying this dude used to sleep with his sword. No, sorry, he used to sleep with his sword right next to him. He used to take a shower with his sword right next to him, and it came in handy. One of those days he was showering. You know, assassin was coming for him. And of course he sliced the dude up because he had his sword with him. Never! Now, I'm not saying that I go in the shower with any kind of weaponry. I'm not going to say I do. I'm not going to say I don't. Okay? Put the fools on notice. Put the fools on notice. But let's just run through it. But yeah, always have a weapon on you. Always. 2 men in a burning house must not stop to argue. That's why I'm not even arguing with you guys. We in a burning house. I'm not arguing. Right? Matter of fact, Machiavelli used to have that one, right?
Have what?
That quote.
What do you want?
Two men in a burning house must not stop to argue.
Wait, what do
We gonna get something. Hold on a second. Let me just finish, alright? You don't remember? Alright, don't worry about it.
Nah.
Alright, whatever. Could have been somebody else. Boasting at home is not valor. Parade is not battle. When war comes, the brave will be known. So this is what we have to understand too. Boasting at home is not valor. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, dude. Like don't mistake it for valor. There's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna say all this stuff. You know, like right now, you're gonna hear me. Don't mistake what I'm saying right now for the valor. Okay? If I'm in my house saying all this stuff, don't mistake that. Parade is not battle. Don't think that because the NSAC was marching through that they ready for battle. When war comes, the brave will be known. Okay? You could parade, you could boast, but it's war that will make people know who the brave are. And then this is the last one we're gonna do. We're gonna end on a good note. A village without a boko community center is dead. A society without institutions where public freedom is warranted is straight to its fall. Now you already know this is the pro-black perspective on KWZ Radio. We write the book of I wrote the book of power. The brother already knows this is how we gonna do it. When I talk about boko waset na kero, boko is the community center. You see it. This is the African proverb. A village without a boko, and that's a community center, is dead. A society without institutions where public freedom is warranted is straight to its fall. You need a society with institutions that have public freedom, and otherwise you are straight to your fall. And this is the condition and the situation that we have as a people. Boy, I understand. Go to your room.
No!
You know, making it sound like I'm whatever. I'm hungry too though, so we're gonna head out. So all right, so. But that's it. So that's what it is. You have to understand that we have to build, and our village is going to be dead until we build this boko. This is the first stage. I say all the time, boko waset na kero. This is the first stage towards African liberation. This is the first stage towards Pan-African unity. And with that, I want to leave you to do what you need to do. I'm not suggesting anything for we. The world will never come to my mouth ever. Boasting at home, calling valor is the sum of the total of Pan-Africanism. Alright, so that's it though, family. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for engaging. Anthony McKinn, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you listening, although you were quarreling. Look, if you want to come on the podcast another time, and yeah, I know, right? The kids in the background. If you want, I know, right? You talking about, yo, I don't even want to say. Oh, it's kind of embarrassing, right? But anyway, if you want to come onto the podcast and talk about Pan-Africanism, I extend the invitation. All right? I'm out to type it since you kind of.
What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?
Right? So hit me up if you want to. All right, and then we'll talk another time. This kid's, saying all this stuff. So, Shemi Emotep, Uncle Johnson Nev, Amen Ma'at Dua Necha.
What do you want to eat?